Welcome to Anthrozone, where we bring the latest anthropology news straight from the scientists themselves.
Today on Anthrozone, we will be talking about a breakthrough theory called evolution and the 4 forces that scientists say drive these changes.
Now you're probably wondering what evolution is. So what exactly is evolution?
Well, in simple terms, evolution means change over time.
And you'll be asking yourself, change of what over time?
Well, evolution contributes to the changes in populations, not individuals.
So contrary to popular belief, our ancestors weren't in fact monkeys.
That's right. And that also means that you weren't a monkey many, many years ago. There are 4 forces that contribute to these changes over time. Isn't that right?
Yes. Gene flow, genetic drift, natural selection, and mutation. Let's start off with natural selection.
A good way to remember natural selection is to think of the phrase survival of the fittest, coined by Herbert Spencer.
By survival of the fittest, do you mean lions always beat zebras?
No. Survival of the fittest means that the genes that are the most beneficial to a species are the ones that will be passed down.
Okay, so for example, if birds with long beaks can reach nectar better than birds with short beaks, then the genes for the long beaks will be passed down from generation to generation.
That's right.
The next force of evolution is genetic drift, which is a chance fluctuation in the gene pool of a population.
An extreme form of genetic drift is called Fandler's effect. It's when a larger population forms a new, smaller population. This causes the smaller group to diverge genetically from the parent group.
This effect happens over many generations. The third force of evolution is mutation. A mutation is a random and permanent change in our genes.
Most of us think of mutations as a bad thing, like having 6 toes or something, but it can actually be a good thing as well.
For example, in a small little country of Gambia, there is a little percentage of women who are actually immune to the HIV virus.
There is also such a thing as a silent mutation, where your DNA changes but it does not affect you at all. And if you ever need help remembering what exactly a mutation is, just think of X-Men.
The fourth and final force of the theory of evolution is gene flow.
Gene flow is when the genes from one population are introduced to another population.
So if one population begins to mix with another population, then genes that were only present in one population begin to become present in both.
We'll see this effect all the time when dealing with race. Most of us aren't just one race. Due to gene flow, populations are now more integrated.
We now have covered the 4 forces of evolution.
Let's review! They are
natural selection, survival of the fittest. Only the genetically fit survive.
genetic drift, a chance fluctuation in gene pool. Some individuals just by chance may leave behind a few more genes than others.
Mutation, a source of new genetic information. It's an alteration in a person's DNA, such as a small percentage of women in Gambia who are immune to HIV.
Gene flow. Genes are introduced from one population to another. Imagine there is a huge mountain in between 2 populations. These populations never meet until the mountain suddenly collapses. Individuals from one population then will start to mix with the other population, thus introducing new genes to the population. So there it is. Evolution. Natural selection, genetic drift, mutation, gene flow. Piece of cake, right?
Right. And that's all we have for you today.
Join us next time where we'll talk about our latest discoveries concerning Homo genus.
Until next time.